Hey guys, it's Cauliflower, and today I am bringing you my Summer Essentials video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, since of course when the summer began. So it is a bunch of products and other things I compiled to show you what I've been using this summer, what I use for any summer, this one in particular. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so the first place I go as far as like anything that's of the most importance for summer because of the heat and the humidity and everything else, you want to smell good. So of course the first thing out of a shower that you're going to be using, at least with me, is deodorant, and I usually reach for the clinical strength deodorants. I've been using the Secret Invisible Solid. I love it. It goes on invisibly, obviously, and it just takes up all the sweat and the whatever body odor that's going on. If there is any going on, I don't know because I'm using this, but this is very important to use a stronger deodorant than you would normally. So this one is the way I go. And then usually in the summer after I go to the pool or I'm sitting out, laying out in the sun or anything like that, and then I go shower, when I come out of the shower, especially if I've been tanning and my skin is now bronzing or whatever it's looking like, I like to put on certain lotions. Now, depending on the day, if I just want a quick day, you know, and just want to throw it on, or if it's one of those times where I've been out in the sun a little too long and I need to have some cooling down on my skin, I use the Vaseline Spray and Go. This is the Aloe Fresh one. This one has been a lifesaver, especially when I got my sunburn when we were at a water park. OMG, if I didn't have this stuff, forget it. Even though I was still peeling like a banana, this stuff was great. It cools down everything. It makes you feel really refreshed. It's very light. You don't have to really touch your skin, because especially if you're really sunburned, you don't want to touch your skin, but you just kind of lightly do it, moisturize, and, you know, make sure it all sinks in, but it's a really good moisturizer. If you want to go the route of making your skin look a little more glowy than normal and you want to smell like you just came from the beach, I've been using this Pacifica Coconut Crushed Pearl Bronzing Body Butter. It was a little bit, I don't know, it was a little bit kind of like overwhelming the first time I saw it because of the color of it. It looks like it's really orange, and I was getting a little worried when I first put it on, but actually, I'm trying to, the thing about this too is the way it comes out. When I actually used it the first time, I really, really liked it. See, it looks like when you first put it on that it's going to be real orangey, but then it kind of leaves this really pretty bronzy glow, and it sinks into your skin really, really quickly and smells divine. It's so pina colada, coconutty, just you've been sitting out in the sun. Oh, it's just a great thing, and it makes your skin feel super soft and super smooth, and I love it. Another one I use for every day anyway, but it does remind me of the summer, is the Suave Moroccan Infusion. This one is, oh my god, it's got the Moroccan argan oil. It smells just like the shampoo and conditioner, and to me, it's like a tropical day. I don't know. It is one of the best body lotions I've ever had. I got this thing a few months ago. It's still pretty half full, and I use this all over my body. Love it, love it, love it. It's a great lotion. Okay. Of course, you're going to need your sunscreen when you're out there, and I'm not a big sunscreen person, but if I do remember to use sunscreen, I'm one for spray-ons. I just picked up this Banana Boat Protect and Hydrate 2-in-1. This is with UVA and UVB sunscreen and moisturizer, so it's a 2-in-1 product. It's SPF 30, and it's the lighter, non-greasy formula. It's not like the Sport or the 85, you know, whatever, UVA, UVB. It's not the high, huge sunscreen, get me out of the sun coverage. It's a decent amount. Plus, you can go into this if you're going into the water, it is water resistant. You can use it for about 80 minutes, and then you can reapply it again. I really like it, and you don't break out from it, or at least I haven't broken out from it. Another thing is, I'm trying to reach for it, I've been using this on my face. Now this is actually, I spoke about this I think in my June favorites. This is an actual after sun lotion, but you can use it before. And lately I've been using it with my makeup, with my moisturizer. This is the Coola Environmental Repair Plus. So you can use this before the sun or after the sun. I use it before the sun, and it gives me a nice, you know, protection for my face. It's very cooling, and I use it with my moisturizer. And then if I do happen to not wear makeup one day, and I am in the sun, and I come out of the sun, and I want an after lotion, I do use this on my face as well. I really, really like this stuff, but from Coola. Okay. One other product, I've been talking about this, and I use this for everything, but if I'm in one of those moods where I'm tanning, I'm putting on something on my body that's going to help me tan, it is good old coconut oil. Even though this is like a product I use for everything else, in my face, in my hair, my lashes, my eyebrows, I use this as a good old tanning lotion. It is what happened to me during that water park fiasco with the sunburn, because I used this on the very first day of having any sun after I don't know how long. So it's kind of a mistake there. But when you first get your foundation of sun and you've already kind of been red and you peeled and you got the little brown, and then you use this out in the sun again, oh hell yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite tanning lotion, so to speak. And you don't need to go and buy an expensive tanning lotion. Just get you a nice little jar of coconut oil and you are set to go. Okay, and of course after you've been in the sun, you need something to cool your body down. And I spoke about the the Vaseline. It's going to be okay. The Vaseline aloe spray. I also would get straight up aloe. This is from CVS, the After Sun aloe vera cooling gel. I used to put these in the refrigerator, especially if, like I said, if we get a very bad burn, or if it's just like your body is so hot you really need instant cooling. Put this in the refrigerator, use it all over your face, your body, anywhere that you need to cool down. This is a great thing to do that for. Alright, not every single day do I want to be doing my hair. I mean, I put my hair up in ponytails, I do braids, all that kind of stuff. And then there are days I just throw on my cap. Yep, you've seen me in my last video. I threw this on. You know, I was like, you know what? It was one of those hair days. I just washed my hair, got out of the shower, and threw this thing on. I love to wear hats in the summer. That's like, you know, one of my favorite things to do. Because especially if you don't feel like fussing with your hair and all that other kind of stuff, there is just that. Just that. Okay, let's move on from there to sprays. Sprays for your face is so, so important, especially, again, if you find yourself in one of those high humidity days where, oh my God, you're not anywhere near water, you're not anywhere near cool anything, you're in a car, you're in a parking lot, you're going shopping, and it's like 90 degrees. You need to cool off. So I always carry one of these things with me. I have this Green Now. This is a total skincare mist. It basically is just like an aloe mist. You spray it on. It makes your face feel really refreshed. Your makeup is still as good as it was. And I also use this one. This is the, yeah, sure, the Eau Thermale Avene. It's thermal spring water. Yes, basically the same concept. You need to cool off, just give yourself a nice little spritz and you're good to go. So these are always with me during the summer. Okay, makeup-wise. Makeup-wise, you know what? I'm pretty much, I don't really change too much, except maybe I go a little lighter with foundations. Maybe there's a day I don't want to do a foundation, so then I end up with BB creams. But sometimes if I do use my specific foundation, whether it's in a pan or whether it's in the bottle, whatever it is, and it's too light, then I end up using one of these guys. These are darker beauty balms. I have my Pond's Luminous Finish BB cream. This is in the shade medium. And then I also have my Too Faced Beauty Balm, which I just got in a swap that I've been using almost every day. And it's in the color Beach Glow, and it does give you a nice kind of a glow, but you really have to be careful with it because it can get a little oxidizing. It just depends on how you mix it in, but it's been working for me because I've been mixing it in with other foundations that are my normal color, but now I'm giving myself a little bit more of a glow, more of a darker color. And another thing I've been using, of course, to enhance whenever I get sun is my good old bronzer, which is from NYC. This is the Smooth Skin Bronzer. And it looks like that. pretty much use this in my makeup routine. I do, of course, all the places that the sun hits. And, yeah, just, it's a great, great bronzer. Okay, as far as my eyes are concerned, I stay kind of in the neutrals. It's weird because once I hit the fall and winter, I want more darker colors, smokier colors, the darker eyes. Around this time of year, I like the bright colors and I like the neutral nude colors. So I have been loving, this is my Revlon cream shadows in Not Just Nudes. I will use these as primers. I will use these by themselves. They're great because they're waterproof. They do not come off until I take them off. But I love using these, and I actually have been enjoying these guys, and I put them all together. These are the newer ones of the Revlon, the ones that just clip in. I have it in bone, I have it in pearl, I have it in pink. And some of these are satin finishes, some of these are matte finishes, and some of these are just shimmers. But these guys have been definitely coming into my makeup regimen. If I want to do just like a nice natural look, I use these guys. So a lighter look is always good to go. And then, of course, you need to top that all off with some waterproof mascara. And I'm not one for waterproof mascaras, but this one by Revlon's Grow Luscious, I've been using. I've been enjoying it. I've been liking it. I spray wet stuff on me and nothing's coming off, and I've been enjoying that. So always use a waterproof mascara. And then, of course, what essential, I mean, this is like your main essential. I have a ton of these. These are tank tops. I use these everywhere. Everywhere, every day, doesn't matter. I try not to wear bras now because I have these, and these have the built-in bras, which is great. If it's a really, really hot day, you can just wear them alone. I wear these. I have tons of these. I wear them to bed. I wear them underneath other tank tops if I don't feel like wearing a bra. These are an essential. I definitely need to wear tank tops, especially these guys, and these are so cheap. You can get them in Forever 21 for like $1.80 or $2, or at Old Navy for $2 to $3, and you're good to go. You got a pair of flip-flops, which is another essential. I always wear at least one pair of flip-flops every day around the house, and I have other different types of flip-flops. I wear more flip-flops than regular sandals or any type of sneakers or shoes because, hell, who wants to be bothered with all that? Alright guys, that is it for my Summer Essentials video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave in the comments below what your summer essentials are, and I will see you guys in my next video.